boy Javon here. Wanted to jump on stream real quick. You know, it's Tuesday, so I figured I'd come on and bring you guys along to see what I get for my vault roll. Nice looking axe. Yeah, dude. See? I did get it. Look, these. What is this? Is this not Shadowlands gear? I'm gonna go with the shoulders. Vile Butcher's Pauldrons. Vile Butcher's Pauldrons. Yeah, dude. That's hilarious, dude. That's definitely a glitch. He's getting legendary rings, dude. That's hilarious, dude. Time walking. Kata. Gale of Shadows? What is that, dude? Is that a Cataclysm? What the hell is going on? Shadowlands, there you go. That's a Shadowlands ring. All of the items I got from doing time walking last week. This is something I really wanted to talk about because the RNG in this game is kind of crazy, and I wanted to talk about it. But I also want to talk about some bugs that I kind of saw today, and I hope this isn't like writing on the wall for the War Within, because I'd be pretty bummed about how buggy this expansion might be. But this is crazy because I've never seen anything like this. So if you like the content, please like the video, leave a comment, sub if you want. Again, my name's Javon, and let's dive into it. So today, like I said, it's Tuesday, which means it's reset day. I did time walking on all my characters, so kind of fast forward you. I hit 80 on all the characters. I did time walking. I did 5 on each of the characters to see kind of what the loot pool might be looking like for this coming season. This is what I do a lot in WoW. I used to PvP all the way up until probably about 2019, and then I really stopped PvPing, and I really went more mount oriented and transmog oriented. And one thing that I found early on is if you do a lot of the transmog, the time walking runs per character, 5 each week when they are up, you can get gear. And then recently with, I believe, Shadowlands, they added the converter, so you can convert it to tier gear. So it's a super easy way to get tier. It's super easy way to get some transmogs you might not have from not having to do the raids or deal with LFR or even normal. And it's also a cool way that if you have a lot of alts in this game, you can farm out tier sets without even doing the raid, which is cool and crazy. I think it's a positive, net positive. But I really wanted to talk about the RNG. So I've been doing time walking for a long time. Like I know I've said in other videos, but I've pretty much maxed out all the rep you can get from time walking. I've got pretty much all the rewards. I definitely have all the mounts. I've done so much time walking, and I've gotten a lot of transmog from it too. But one thing that I've noticed, unless it's just me, is the RNG. The RNG sucks, and I know it was a big problem in BFA, and they've really worked on it since BFA, and they've added things like the converter, like I was just talking about, or like the Great Vault, which I think are both really positive benefits for the game. But there are also some negatives that come with it, and I feel like I don't see people talk about this. But I do time walking on pretty much all my characters every time it's up. It's just something, like I said, I do for the transmog. And since they've added the vault, it's just been a double whammy, and now it's even a triple whammy that you can get vault gear from just doing time walking. It was never like that, really. And it's really cool that they added that. I think that's also a great benefit. Because when I do these quests, every time I do the 5 quests or whatever, and I hand it in, I always realize, like, damn, I get cloaks a lot, necklaces a lot, rings a lot, and that's what it seems like I always get, and I'll do it on all my characters, and maybe one or two will get a weapon, and yeah, it just seems like I always get rings. So having the vault there was nice because it's like, oh, you got a ring again. Well, guess what? You get a second chance of loot. But then what started happening, at least to me, was I get a ring from the world quest for doing the 5 dungeons, and then I get a ring in the vault. And I know I didn't really max out the vault to get the most options, but it seems like that's the core issue of the design of the vault, because it happened to me all the time. I get a cloak, I go to the vault, I get a cloak. I do a ring, I get a ring. I get bracers, I get bracers. And it was never like different too. It always was the same. And it really bothered me to a point where I just stopped doing time walking, because it's just like, this is a waste of my time because all I do is get cloaks. And I never really tracked what I got. I tracked this week, and it's super interesting, the items that I got. So I have it pulled up here, which no surprise. So out of the 13 characters I did, no surprise, the most items I got were rings. I got 3 rings, and I also got 3 trinkets. So it was either rings or trinkets, really is what you're going to get from doing the time walking quest. High chance, or neck or bracers. I got legs one time. I got boots one time. I got crazy lucky off the bat, and what made me start actually tracking this stuff was I got a staff on my monk, and I got a staff on my evoker, and I'm like, damn, did they change the RNG with time walking? And that's why I chose to do so much time walking. In fact, I farmed out 32,000, was it? Let's see. To show you guys how much I farmed out, I farmed out 32,131 worth of time walking badges this week. So I did a lot. But yeah, so anyways, like, I got mainly rings, mainly trinkets. So then I was like, all right, let's compare and contrast to like what I got in the vault compared to what I got from the time walking quests. And what I found was, which is kind of crazy, I got 4 chests on all my characters. I got mainly shoulders and chests. I got 1 weapon, which was a gun. I got 1 bracers. I got 1 pair of boots. But I got a couple helms too. But it's mainly just chest pieces. I got 4 of them. 4 of them? Yeah. Yeah, 4 of them. But what was really weird and wild was I noticed that when I was looting the Great Vault, some of the gear was from Shadowlands. Like, what? And, I mean, I might be wrong, but, like, I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong that, like, Shadowlands was 2 expansions ago, so why am I getting Shadowlands? And on top of it, I even have it on my stream, which I'll include after this, but I got a trinket from Kata, and I got 3 items from Shadowlands. 3. I got 2 pairs of shoulders from Shadowlands, and I got a ring. And if you don't believe me, look at my druid. So I have this add-on called All the Things, which tells you where all the items come from. So when I saw it pop up, I was like, oh, wait a second. Necrotic Wake. Necrotic Wake is from Shadowlands. And then I looked at it, it says Shadowlands. And I said, why am I getting Shadowlands gear? I also got an item called Gale of Shadow. I don't even know, dude. Just like some guy in Kata. Grim Patrol, is that like a dungeon? I think that's a dungeon, right? Yeah, it's a dungeon. Super random, dude. I got that. I got a ring, and I got 2 shoulders from Shadowlands. So yeah, so that was really weird. I'll show. They also left the time walking vendor up. Now, I don't think this was intentional either. But, like, what's going on, dude? Like, you can still buy stuff on the... Look at this. Time walking ends 7 a.m. the 24th. It is currently the 24th, but it would be like 1:16 p.m. their time. So, like, I don't know why that's still up. The gear I got, so... I think time walking still has its advantages doing the quest. You get transmog and stuff. I mean, majority of it, you're going to get a ring or a trinket. That's just how it goes. I'm surprised I don't see cloak on this as much. I don't even think I see cloak once, which I used to get cloaks all the time. But I think it's mainly just rings and trinkets, and if you're super lucky, you might get a weapon. I got a weapon like the first 3 times, and I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. They changed it, but they didn't. Usually you don't see stuff like that, and it just kind of goes to show you. Like I said, I hope that the War Within isn't going to be like this buggy going forward.